Yeah, happy Halloween, guys.
Hi guys, welcome to our Halloween vlog.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining my Philippines life. Thank you for joining the channel. We'll kick off by asking you to please
Like,
subscribe.
and please, guys, don't forget to share and finish our video.
We appreciate your support, guys. So it's been a while. I know this week we've been pretty quiet, so it's great to be back and
With this
share with you
face.
guys.
Great to be back with this face.
You look lovely. I'm being dead serious. Anyway.
Okay.
So guys, today we're just going to talk a bit about the tradition of Halloween.
Yes.
So there are different traditions around the world concerning Halloween. I think the one most of us are familiar with, especially Westerners, is the trick and treating.
And also a tradition here in the Philippines about Halloween, especially Catholic, or it's just Cebuano, or I don't know. But
yeah, I think it's a Roman Catholic kind of tradition here in the Philippines, also following with the Christian tradition.
yes, and we will also discuss about our scary experiences. Yeah, and if you want to share your scary experiences.
She will discuss that. I don't have scary experiences. Yeah, good guys. So let's kick it off.
Let's start.
So we're gonna start with maybe some origins of Halloween. Any idea where Halloween comes from? Any idea? No idea where it comes from.
Yeah.
So there are different kind of celebrations of Halloween. So it wasn't always called Halloween. If you go back to the 17th century, I think it is, you have the Celts and the Druids from Northern Europe and Ireland and the UK. So to them it was actually like a harvest festival. Came to the end of the harvest. So they used to maybe make sacrifices to the god called Samhain. And I think Samhain was the god of the dead, something like that. So my facts are not 100% accurate, but it gives you the idea where it comes from.
Okay.
And so they would make like bonfires and make some sacrifices to this god.
I mean, animal sacrifice.
I don't know, probably, yeah. Hopefully not human sacrifice.
I hope so.
So yeah, that was the Celts and the Druids kind of celebration. It was like a harvest festival, or the end of the harvest festival, where I think the one that's more related to the one you celebrate here in the Philippines used to be called, so the 31st of October would be All Hallows Eve.
Hallows Eve.
Hallows Eve, yeah. And then the first would be All Hallows Day. So that is actually what you know as All Saints Day.
In the Philippines.
In the Philippines, the 1st of November is All Saints Day. According to the Christian religion, All Hallows Eve is a fasting day. So they would fast without eating, and then on All Saints Day or Hallows Eve, on Hallows Day, there's a big feast for the saints. So that's more in line with your tradition.
Okay.
So yeah, tell us, how do you celebrate? What is the tradition here in the Philippines, celebrating what we now call Halloween?
Well, here in the Philippines, I grew up with these traditions of every 1st of November. We prepare food, and we have altar. You know, altar, right? When we put the saints.
Altar, yeah.
Yeah. And then we put the food there. And of course, like, we have to make sure that the people we love who passed away, we prepare their food, because we believe that this is the time that they will come and visit the family, and we'd love that when they arrive they will realize that we always remember them because we prepare their food, their favorite food. And
Okay.
so, and then there will be a prayer in the afternoon. You cannot touch the food yet that you put in the altar, even the fruits and whatever you put there. You can only touch it after, like if you want to eat some fruits of that, then you can only eat that after the prayer.
Okay, so you say a prayer to those who have passed away, the loved ones,
Or maybe
or
I'm
is that to
wrong.
the saints?
Maybe I'm wrong. You can only touch that the next day.
The next day, the
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
Okay, so do you also make prayer? Does that include the saints, or
Yes,
it's a
it
prayer to the
includes.
souls?
It's a prayer for the soul. It's a prayer for the saints.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right. So yeah, so that's year you call it what? On the 1st of November,
yeah. On the 1st of November, which is All Saints Day.
All Saints Day, and the 2nd of November.
The 2nd of November. That's the time that we go to the grave, the cemetery, to visit our loved ones. Yeah,
Okay.
the family get together every time. Even on the first, some Filipinos go there, and then the second day, on the second, we also go there.
Okay, and then you just clean
Well,
the graves.
clean the grave. Also, we set a prayer. We light candles. We bring flowers, and we spend time there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the tradition in the Philippines. But I don't know if the entire Filipinos do that. But that's how I grow up as a Filipino Cebuana from Cebu tradition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that sounds. I mean, maybe you guys have watched movies like Coco.
I love that
Coco.
movie.
The other good movie was The Book of Life. So these are all animated movie that kind of shows that kind of tradition
Yeah.
from the Roman Catholics or the Spanish.
Yes, Spanish.
Where that's you will see them going and making all this food sacrifices to those who passed away, the loved ones who passed away. So very good movies. If you haven't watched that, I think that gives you a better understanding of
Watch
where
that
this
movie.
tradition come from.
It is a very nice movie, and then you will understand why we're celebrating like on the 1st and on the 2nd of November.
So
Yeah.
why the makeup? Is that an actual
Yeah.
tradition here in the Philippines, or is that more a recent kind of thing?
Well, it's more of kind of a recent thing in the Philippines, but I noticed that in other countries they do that. Do you have any like explanations?
So I'm from South Africa, and I mean they're celebrating Halloween has become more a commercial thing. Yeah, so that's when bars and restaurants and stuff. It's an opportunity to make up and hold some kind of event around the theme of Halloween, and maybe people will have like home parties, and everyone dress up. So have a dress up party. But it's there's no tradition behind it really. It's a very commercial thing, a very American thing, I would say in a way. So
Why do people put makeup?
so that also comes back from historical traditions where, actually, I think that coincides with what you guys believe. You believe that it's almost like the gates of heaven will open on that day. Souls can come and visit their loved ones. That's right. That's what you believe.
But I don't think if my father will visit me, I'm like, Grace is dead. No.
If you look like that, yeah.
Yeah, because we wear this like why I didn't see you in heaven.
Well, that's the idea. Actually, now that you mention it, that is actually the idea where people started dressing up because they believe not all the spirits that come down are good spirits. Some of them are evil spirits. So they don't want to be haunted by these spirits. So they would make themselves up and they would put these lanterns. That's where the pumpkin lanterns come from.
Pretend that they're dead.
Kind of ward them off. So they will just look past you like you're part of the dead, part of these spirits just roaming around on earth on that day. It's a way of warding off evil spirits.
Okay. But I don't want my father to get confused. I'm still alive.
That's why you're wearing it tonight, not on All Souls Day. Yeah. All Souls Day, don't put on makeup. Yeah, you want your father to see you're still here with us.
And second.
On the 2nd, you celebrate All Souls Day.
Yeah.
So I mean, Halloween is, I think, apart from those Roman Catholic traditions, like the All Saints Day, which is a very Christian kind of tradition. I think it's a very commercial kind of celebration. So that's why we're just putting up the makeup. It's part of their tradition. To me, this is something new. The past 3 years I lived here, there's fiestas, celebrating specific saints, and now it's All Saints Day. So these prayers go to all the saints that's been here So there's always a reason to eat a lot. To have a feast, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so it's just another big feast, and like you said, there's Cebuanos,
Cebuano.
Cebuano.
Mm.
They take it very seriously. To them, it's a very big, important day.
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah, because this is the only time that people and family gather, and unfortunately, right now it changes because of this pandemic that we are not allowed to go to the cemetery. So we will just spend here and set a prayer for our relatives that who passed away, and hope that they come and visit. Though we won't see them, but they can see us, and they can bring the food all they want to heaven.
I mean, you want them to be here, but you don't want to see them.
I do want to see my father. I miss my father so much. But that just
But the reaction might be a little.
just don't look like this.
Sure. Good. Okay. So
How about trick and treat? Do you have like?
like trick or treat is a commercial thing. I think that came out like also part of the sacrifice you make from the All Hallows Festival, where they make the sacrifices to this god Samhain. So they put out candy and stuff. So that's why they trick or treat. So you give a treat
Instead of trick.
so they don't play
Trick
trick
you.
on you.
Okay.
Or don't want to, maybe something like that. So they kind of leave you alone. That's why you make the sacrifice. So that's where the tradition of trick and treat. So have you had any kind of
Trick?
tricks played on you?
Yeah, I did actually. That's why I dressed up like this, because I want to remember that moment, that my experience of seeing a white lady.
On Halloween's day?
Not really Halloween, but I call it Halloween every time I remember that.
Okay. All right.
Because it's like this. I mean, well, it was night, and our comfort room in our own house before is outside, separate from our house. So I have to walk like minutes away. And then our neighbor's backyard, they have some plants there. And then I saw this.
So you haven't had walls here yet. It was all open that time.
It's all open. We don't have walls, but my neighbor, they have like bamboo wall, but only until the hips.
Okay.
Okay. And so inside their premises, I saw something standing there. And it's true though, when you like see something in the dark, you're not getting scared right away. You're like curious for a moment. You're like, I even step forward like maybe 5 steps, just to out of
closer look.
curiosity. Like I was like, why I can't see the face? Why? And what's really freaky is she doesn't have. I can't see her head. I can't see. All I can see is
features.
yeah, I can see the features. All I can see is the dress standing in front of me, but her neck goes up, is all black. Her arms, because she was wearing like a sleeveless, like a nightgown before, but she's standing in front of me, but half of her body was covered by that fence, bamboo fence. So, and then I noticed on her here, it's like muddy. I'm not sure if it's mud or blood. I was looking at that, and I see the button here.
Button.
And when I was staring at the button, and then I saw like a shadow of eyes, like a glitch, like that. It's like giving me. She's not moving, but it's like giving me that, just the spark of the eye. And then that's the time I came back to my senses. It's like, oh my God, this is not real. So I just run and I called my father. I was like, look at this. And then when we came back, normally, like if we see in the movie, if you saw something and then you call someone, when you came back with that person, it's gone. But she was still there. She was still there, standing there.
Your father saw her as well.
Yeah, my father saw her as well.
And she just kept the same
It's
posture.
the same. She's not moving. She's still standing there. And yeah, so I told my father said, go what you want to do, I'll watch you. And then I didn't close the door. I was staring because I was scared. I was staring at
So
my
you
father.
were going to have a pee,
Mm,
and then you ended up having a shit.
no. But anyway, so I saw my father's reaction too, that he was also scared of that.
Is it?
Because
Okay.
if it's just a plastic bag, my father was like, nah. And if you hang a plastic bag, you have to like reverse it so that it will drip all the water.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
But because my neighbor said maybe it's a plastic bag, but that time they don't hang plastic bags there.
Okay.
And when you hang a plastic bag, you don't hang it like that. You hang it reverse, so it will like you wash the plastic bag.
Maybe. Maybe not.
But she was standing perfectly,
But
and
you
I
saw
saw
a
what I
glint of the
saw.
eyes.
Yeah, I saw. It was so dark from the face. It's so dark, darker than I could see the shadow, but she's darker than the night. And then I just moved because I saw the glitch of her face, of her eyes, like it's like
Okay.
boom, it's
Yeah.
like that.
So that was a scary experience. Obviously, something. How old were you then?
Like probably around like 14 years old.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, that's many moons ago.
Yeah,
I remember that.
but that area, there's a lot of, according to people, there's a lot of already seen white lady there.
Wow. But I know you have a cousin who's also have a third eye, and you can see
That's my nephew.
your nephew.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, he have.
Didn't you told me once you experienced him seeing these souls, and that
No,
was on Halloween's day?
No, that was right after the burial of my father. So we visit in the cemetery, and he was like 3 years old that time.
I'm talking about the time you told me where you guys slaughtered the pig.
Yeah, but let me finish that one. And then we went to the cemetery, and then we were sitting there. We were visiting our father's grave, and then he was just like he was sitting on one of the grave, and then he's 3 years old. Remember that? And then he was like, "Oh my God, you're so noisy! Look, everybody is awake." He doesn't know that it's a cemetery.
Wow. Okay.
And he keep on saying, "Everybody is awake. Look, everyone is here. Everyone is awake. And look, she's awake too." He's pointing on the grave that he's sitting, and then we check, the name. What you call that one?
Yeah, the name on the gravestone.
Yeah, and he said she's awake. She's 3 years old. He's 3 years old. He can't read yet. So we checked the name. It's a girl.
Yes, that's the first time you realized
that he has a third eye. Actually, in my father's wake, he's already saying that he sees my father. But anyway, we also have a belief here about the tradition in the Philippines. I don't know if it's, once again, I don't know if it's entire Philippines is believing that. But they say that when you slaughter a pig on the 31st, it's like it's inviting souls from, just like the gates of heaven, and like your loved ones will go down and visit. Because I didn't really like experience that personally, but that time we had a pig, and we decided, okay, instead of buying pig for the 1st of November, so we'll just slaughter the pig. But we don't have that. We forgot that idea. We forgot that belief. So
it's not your usual tradition.
Yeah. So we slaughtered the pig, and then we grilled some for dinner. And then my nephew, who has a third eye, he just became like uncomfortable around 7 o'clock in the evening. He became so uncomfortable, and then we noticed him.
He turned pale.
And then we noticed that something wrong with him. And then he said he saw my father with a young child, and they went straight to my brother's house. And
That's
that
where
time,
they slaughtered the pig.
After they slaughter the
And that's where they sold.
Yeah, that's
The
where they
birds.
slaughter the pig. My nephew who has a third eye, he said, because he can't remember what my father looks like, because he was just 3 years old when my father passed away, and that time he's already like 14 years old. So he said he saw someone entering the gate, just went straight through the gate, and with a child, a girl, and yeah, and then we show some photos to him, and then that's the time he get emotional.
That's when you recognize the people in the photo being those.
Yeah, he recognized that, yeah, this person, and we were telling him, that's your grandpa. And then, what about the young child? And then my sister showed a photo, and yeah, that was his cousin who passed away as well. But yeah, so no, I mean, not all of us believes in that, but to me, it's like, it is true. You know, because it's just so sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
even the neighbors saw my father coming here
So talking about
after they
that,
slaughtered the pig.
what are you gonna put on the altar for your dad? What do you usually put on the altar for your dad? You said you have to put his your favorite foods.
Yeah, he likes the adobo,
Adobo.
and
Adobo, humba.
humba or adobo.
Adobo.
Doesn't matter. My father loves any
Yeah.
food, but he has a favorite one that I still try to get, the native chicken, but unfortunately,
Native chicken.
yeah, he likes that, and he likes anything. I mean, my father is not don't have a problem when it comes to food, so he will eat anything.
Like I said, it's not my tradition either, but I think last year my father passed away last year August, and November. Yeah, I kind of followed that tradition as well. Just lighting a candle and putting a little dish I know he would like as well. I think I'm putting the same dish this year, a bit of minced curry. So I know he loves that. So we'll make a dish like that as well and put it at the altar. So yeah, I think it's just I just think it's great to have these days where we kind of remember those who
Yeah.
passed away, and you guys have the believe in saints, you know. It's, yeah, good to have feasts like that celebrating these people. So not bad. Being aware that that's where tradition comes from. Maybe that's
Yeah.
something you want to add to your Halloween traditions.
Yeah.
Make it a little more solemn in a way, not just a commercial thing of having a party, but there's something a little more solemn about it.
Yeah, and I also want to recommend watch the movie Coco. It's a beautiful movie.
And The Book of Life, I think
Yeah.
that was also a great movie.
Yes,
So it's all animated movies, but yeah, I think gives you a good idea of this tradition.
there's similar traditions in the Philippines.
So guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll finish there. That's our Halloween special.
And I hope you like our discussions. And if you want to share anything, like experiences, scary experiences, we would love to hear that.
Yeah, or maybe you have some information about older traditions or how Halloween was celebrated in the past. Yeah, all of that information is very interesting, not just for us, but other viewers as well might want to see that. So yeah, feel free to add your comments.
Yes, and I hope you like our effort of makeup today.
This is our makeup artist.
Not professional, but trying.
It's the idea that counts. Yeah, it's like I said, it's
Once again,
a reason to celebrate.
Happy Halloween, guys, and I hope you spend time with more of your family. And please like
Subscribe, please.
and share and finish the video always.
Yeah, thanks guys for watching this video. You guys can look forward to the next one. I think the next one it will be a romantic one. We are celebrating our 8th-year anniversary this coming Tuesday the 3rd. And I think we mentioned before, we promised you guys we'll have more of a discussion how we actually met and the history of us.
That we became like this.
So yeah, this is the result of the 8-year relationship. Anyway, guys,
Anyways.
thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a great weekend.
Happy Halloween and mabuhay, Philippines!
Mabuhay and God bless. Let's finish this bloody thing.
Bye.